Hey folks, it's me again, just making another video. I thought I'd do an unboxing review on this item that I just got recently today from UPS. I ordered this on Amazon with my gift card that I was given to a friend of my dad's, and if you're watching this video, thank you for the gift card. I was able to use it to buy this. Well, the whole thing, and I had to pay for the rest, but hey, this is a nice gift. It's a SupaBoy SFC made by Hyperkin. There's 3 models of this. This is the 3rd variation of the system. The first one was just called the SupaBoy, and the second one is called the SupaBoy S. I'll go over a little later what the differences between the 3 and throughout the video. It says, let's look at the box. I'll go ahead and see if I can zoom in and show you what it says right here. It says, perfect pin technology, aspect ratio button, which is it. The Model 2, the S, does not have. This allows you to do 14:3 or 16:9. The S only was stretched it to 16:9. If you don't mind playing games in 16:9, you can get the S version. If it's a big deal to you, stick to the original model or this model. You got an NTSC PAL switch. If you live in Europe or Australia or anywhere in the PAL territories, you should get this. You can import it over and you'll be able to play your European PAL games, and it will run on here. I don't have any PAL games, unfortunately, so I can't demonstrate that. You got a brightness button. It is compatible with Super Nintendo and Super Famicom accessories. It's got a rechargeable lithium battery. And on the sides, if you ever opened up a Nintendo 64 box, or an actual Super Nintendo box, the sides are colored. You got blue, right there it says Hyperkin. Yellow, which has your information right there. It's just saying what it comes with. Oh, it comes with the system itself, a carrying pouch, wrist strap, the rechargeable cable, and the AV cables, which you hook up to your TV if you're expecting a HDMI. You're SOL, I'm afraid, unless you get a HDMI to component or composite adapter. At the top of the screen it says SupaBoy SFC, the pocket full of retro, a throwback to the good old days of classic gaming. Hyperkin logo, and on this side it's the same information as it was on the bottom right there. On the back you got information of what the system looks like and more information here. Let me read what it says. The handheld Hyperkin SupaBoy SFC will play original SNES games, both European and American, and Super Famicom games on a built-in 4:3 LCD screen. You can switch between 4:3 and 16:9 ratio holding the brightness button for 3 seconds. It includes a D-pad and face buttons, as well as left and right shoulder buttons. The SupaBoy also includes the 2 front-loading ports for the controllers, which are compatible with full-size Super Nintendo and Super Famicom controllers, as well as an AV multi-out. It allows up to 2 players to play the SupaBoy SFC on a regular television screen. Also, unlike the first model, you can also use it in portable mode. If you remember the original SupaBoy, if you had the thing not hooked to a TV, you have to use the built-in controller, but if you hooked it up to a TV, you have to plug in a controller and play your one. On the bottom it says Hyperkin, play well, live well, limited warranty. Let me read the limited warranty. To register the product, go to hyperkin.com/warranty. And at the bottom it's saying the year and stuff. It says warning here. Cancer and reproductive harm. www.p65warnings.ca.gov. You can scan your phone here for the instruction manual, and this is the barcode. Well, sorry I've been showing a lot of the box. I just wanted to show it in what it looks like here. So let's go ahead and cut it open. There are 2 plastic tape things. There's one down here. So let's go ahead and cut the plastic stickers. Alright, they've both been cut. Let's go ahead and open the box. What's nice about this box is it's one of those similar to the Super Famicom box, where you take the top off and you're presented with them. On the inside, it's just a box. Here, you have the system itself. We'll come back to that in a moment. And all the accessories and stuff are down here. So, if I can get this out. You pull this tab here, and I think it's time to do a jump cut. Be right back. Okay, that was an unnecessary jump cut. You basically pull this part right here, and all your content is in this little box. You open it, and you have your other stuff right here. Your instruction booklet for your SupaBoy. You've got the AV cables to hook up to a television. It uses the standard millimeter plug. So if you lose this, good luck trying to find replacement cables. Comes with a charging cable. It does not come with the block portion, but if you have a TV that has a built-in USB adapter, it will work. You can also charge it through your computer. You got your wrist strap, which looks identical to one for a Nintendo Wii. It's very nice. And my favorite feature, it comes with a carrying pouch. See, you can stick this in your system and then stick your system in here, and then you don't have to worry about losing it. Let's go ahead and move the box and accessories to the side. So, there we go. Let's take a look at the unit itself. Right here, you got the system. On the front, you got your directional pad, which feels a lot like an actual Super Nintendo controller. You got your face buttons, A, B, Y, and X. On the older two models that use the North American lavender and purple buttons, I like how this has the European and Japanese colors. I don't know if you can tell, but the buttons on this is a little smaller than an actual Super Nintendo or Super Famicom controller. Select and start, as you can tell. On the Model 1, the original SupaBoy, start was on the left and select was on the right, which can throw off a lot of people. On the top here you have your L and R buttons. You've got your charging port. It uses the same as your standard Android phone, which has the micro USB cable. If you lose your cable, you can just use one off of your phone or something like that. Power LED. I switch between PAL and NTSC. I'm going to switch it over to NTSC. The reset button, the power switch, your AV multi-out, cartridge slot. There are no tabs, so you can play Super Famicom games on here without having to mod the system. You got your two controller ports in the front, which works with your standard controllers. These does not come with controllers. You have to buy them separately. Or unless it comes with a bundle of that, then you're good to go. Your button to switch between 4x3 and 16x9. This is also your brightness button. Your volume slider. And headphone jack to hook up headphones. I'll go ahead and grab a cartridge and demonstrate it with one of my favorite games. I'll demonstrate it with a Super Nintendo game first. We'll go ahead and demonstrate it with two games. I'll demonstrate it with a Super Nintendo game and a Super Famicom game. Let's start with Super Mario Kart. It plops in the top, as you can see. And let's go ahead and pop it in the system. So, here we go. And there you have it. I'm not taking this plastic thing off because that's my screen protector. Let's go ahead and do time trial. Oh, I keep pressing A. Let's go ahead and just do a normal race. Very nice. The buttons feel very nice. I like how the directional pad on this. I'm very satisfied with what I have. Right now it's in 16:9, but it doesn't really bother me. If it does, you can always press the button on the bottom. I'll go ahead and switch it to 4:3 just for you guys. There, 4:3. You press the button down there and you can switch the aspect ratio. I don't mind 16:9, so I'll switch it to that. To change the brightness, you just tap the button. Oh. You got 4 settings, and then if you were going to display it on a TV, you would have it like that. I'll go ahead and grab a Super Nintendo controller and demonstrate it in action while this system is not hooked up to a TV. In fact, here's an actual Super Nintendo controller. This is not the original design. This is a Super Nintendo mini controller. But just to prove a point. So, here's it plugged in. You do have to force it in, however. Oh, no, you don't. Now I can do this one-handed. No. Actually not doing too bad one-handed here. Impressive. So, when you have a controller plugged in, it defaults to that. But when you remove it, it goes back to the controls here. That's very nice. There's a switch in here that tells you if there's a controller plugged in or not. So, that's pretty cool. Let's go ahead and demonstrate it with a Super Famicom game now. Switch off Super Mario Kart. Now, removing the cartridge is actually easy. All you have to do is wiggle it out. Now, here's a Super Famicom game. This is Panel de Pon, also known as Tetris Attack in North America, so here we go. It works perfectly. Oh. Here we go. Demonstrating Panel de Pon. This is actually going to be fun. Personally, between this and Tetris Attack, I actually much prefer Panel de Pon. I just think Lip is a better protagonist than, well, Yoshi. Of course, a lot of Yoshi fans are probably going to hate me for saying that. But that goes to show that this does work with a Super Famicom game. I don't have any other games like Super Mario RPG or any of those games to demonstrate it with, so if you're expecting an actual, for me to do something like that, well, I'm sorry to disappoint you. So that's my video. And also, before I forgot to show the back side, so here's what the back side of the unit looks like. This is where the battery goes in. Take your screw, and to remove it, to replace it, you would take this battery out and swap it from another unit. Aside from that, that's basically the Hyperkin SupaBoy. If you want me to demonstrate it on a television, it's just your standard plug-into TV system. Overall, if I were to rate this system on a scale of 1 to 10, I love this system. It's a 10 out of 10. I was debating between this and the Retro Duo Portable, and I went for this because, well, obviously, I like the look of this. It looks really like something that Nintendo would make, while the Retro Duo Portable, while that one also plays NES games and Genesis games and GBA games. If you want to play those kind of games, the Retro Duo Portable is what I recommend. If you just want to play Super Nintendo games on here, then this is what you'd want to get. That's my video. Thanks for watching.